Picture this. A clay tablet lands in a king's lap. It says plain as day, "Your throne's gone by next harvest." The king's reaction? Order every copy burned. Not mythology, just Tuesday in the ancient world. Tonight we chase 3 oracles whose scariest lines were literally chiseled off, set on fire, or dumped in wells. All that's left are a few shards, and the occasional archaeologist with a flashlight and a sense of mischief. 15 centuries before anyone had paper, the Oracle of Didyma looked Crassus in the eye and said, "Touch the Euphrates, and you'll die drinking molten gold." Rome laughed. Crassus sailed. The Parthians kept their word, and every copy of the prophecy vanished from Apollo's library before the next solstice. Tonight we crack open the vault they tried to weld shut. Everybody quotes "Know thyself" at Delphi. Hardly anyone remembers the warning carved on the opposite wall. If the sons of Heracles get cocky, Apollo's pillars will topple. In 548 BCE, the Alcmaeonid family footed the bill to rebuild the temple after a lightning-fueled blaze, then quietly paid to have that stone turned face down in a drainage trench. The stone sat there for 2,500 years, until French diggers found the letters still sharp. Turns out erasing your own expiration date is an old political trick. Jump to 19 CE. Rome's official Sibylline books hold a quatrain. "When iron birds circle the 7 hills, the purple-clad shepherd bleeds under his laurel." Tiberius, edgy after a palace coup, orders the stanza sliced out and replaced with generic flattery about eternal empire. The official copies disappear. Lucky for us, a junior priest smuggles a duplicate to Egypt, where the dry air works better than any lockbox. Shang dynasty kings read their futures on cracked turtle shells. The usual warning: fear the north wind. But a 1976 dig at Xiaotun village uncovered shells that had been doctored. Original crack: the north wind will topple the house of Wu. Next moment, someone with a carving knife changes it to "the north wind will bring bumper harvests." The surface patina gives the game away. Scraping happened during King Wu Ding's reign. Years later, a campaign against northern tribes turns into a rout for the House of Wu. The bones vanish from palace stores until tomb raiders offer them to Beijing University. Today they live in a drawer stamped Specimen A176, restricted. Bureaucrats still hate bad press. If history like this feels too wild for textbooks, hit subscribe. Drop the name of the oracle you think knew too much. Best answer gets pinned next episode. At Zeus's shrine in Dodona, you wrote your question on a tiny lead strip. One strip found in 2019 reads, "Will the eagle on 2 thrones lose them both?" Then someone crumpled it and tossed it in a well. An insult, since most tablets got a respectful burial. Historians link the eagle to Pyrrhus of Epirus, king of 2 realms. After Paris is killed in a street fight at Argos, 272 BCE, every mention of the tablet vanishes from temple logbooks. Only the wrinkled lead remains, bent like it was stepped on. You can see it in Ioannina Museum today, though the label never explains why it looks so grumpy. By 363 CE, Emperor Julian the Apostate is fighting a rearguard action against Christianity. He commissions fresh Sibylline verses. "A star from Galilee will eclipse the Roman wolf." When Julian is fatally speared, nobody admits holding the spear. The church erases every copy. Almost. Hidden behind a false panel in Milan's Biblioteca Ambrosiana sits a parchment whose ink dates to Julian's day. Last legible line: "And the wolf will lick its wound in the shadow of the cross." Then, rip. Somebody tears off the rest. The motive? Out with the old prophecy, in with the new empire of faith. In Egypt's Siwa oasis, the oracle of Amun once slipped Alexander the Great a sealed scroll. Inside was, "The map of the world you'll never conquer." Alexander's spin doctors buried the scroll beneath the temple floor. In 1932, British diggers cracked open the sandstone casket and found nothing but a faint papyrus ghost and 1 gold thread. The thread matches the braiding on Alexander's own signet ring. Rumor says the scroll sits in a private Geneva vault, sealed by an NDA that runs out in 2031. 7 years, folks. Mark your calendars. Delphi, Didyma, Rome, Egypt. Same story every time. A prophecy scares the throne tries to erase it. But clay, lead, bone, and papyrus don't take orders. They wait in drains, deserts, and bank safes until curiosity digs them up. So, how many warnings are we still missing, and who's busy burying the next one? Tell me below. The comment section might be the one archive nobody can silence.